I decided today that instead of me saying stuff that gets people angry for once, I'd leave that bit to you guys. So I went ahead and asked Twitter for some of the worst TF2 takes you had. And I didn't expect that tweet to do so well, but a lot of people replied and a lot of TF2 takes were made. How does that sentence work? Anyway, today we are going to be looking through some of the best, I guess worst takes that you guys had. And if you go on to enjoy the video and want to see more from me, click the sub button, it means a lot. Now, I probably could have guessed this. There was a lot of different takes about random crits. People saying they should be removed, people saying they shouldn't be removed. Anything to do with random crits, apparently, is just really controversial. You'll always have people disagreeing. But I actually noticed a lot of people were saying that they should stay and they really aren't that bad, which is quite interesting because some places you look, you might be thinking otherwise. I mean, I do kind of agree here. I don't play TF2 super seriously, and I think that random crits really works for the way I play the game. Obviously, that's not a playstyle everybody wants to do. Some people take the game a lot more seriously than others. Some comp players like to always play with the rules that they set themselves, and some people, no matter how seriously they take the game or not, they just don't like random crits. All completely fair, all completely valid reasons for not wanting them or wanting them to stay in the game. I'm not having this argument with you lot today. No matter what you say about random crits though, you are going to annoy somebody. It's just the way it is. I personally don't mind them. If they stay, whatever. If they don't, whatever. I really just am indifferent. I know there's a lot of passionate people in this argument though, so I don't want to wind anybody up. So, any opinion you have about random crits, completely valid. Cool. So the next controversial take, I guess, is Uncle Dane nearly ratioing my tweet by saying that if Sniper got removed completely, the game would be more enjoyable for a lot of people. Now this one hurt a little bit, I won't lie, because I really like playing Sniper, but I do have to kind of slightly agree. Right now anyway. If the bots weren't an issue, I don't think the Sniper would be seen as completely overpowered. But since the bots literally never miss and are shooting literally as fast as the sniper rifle physically can, then yeah, that's ridiculously overpowered and completely unfair. I'm not going to deny that Sniper is ridiculously overpowered when you literally never miss a shot and you are shooting physically as quickly as the sniper rifle possibly can. But regular human players a lot of the time don't always hit every single shot, and they might not be shooting straight away when the sniper rifle resets and it can shoot again. Unfortunately though, the reality right now feels like every single time you die to a decent sniper shot, you instantly think that's a bot. And that really sucks. Even if the person is completely legit, you will still think it's a bot because, you're so used to having to kick them every game. I think completely removing him is a little bit far, personally, but the bots are still in the game, so I understand where that whole idea has come from. Okay, so this was another one that came up a lot. People saying the flog isn't actually overpowered. It just catches people out for bad positioning. Now, I took this one personally. It hurt, again, but I think you're right. It's not an incredible weapon, but if you're out of position or getting too close to the pyros, or you're not exactly ready for a pyro to turn the corner, then the flog will catch you out. Or if you're playing on a map that's kind of closed in and really close up, then the flog generally is going to do okay on that map. Running around somewhere like Swiftwater or Upward though, with all of the open areas, the flog isn't going to be as good there. But then those maps also have choke points where the flog will actually do really well. Another one was that the pyros in general just aren't really hard to deal with. Some days I could deal with them really well and actually play against them properly and keep my distance, shoot them from afar, and actually avoid being set on fire when fighting them. But then there are some days where it feels like their ranges on the flamethrower are ridiculously inconsistent and hitting me from absolutely ages away. And that hurts a lot. Or, I am just being an idiot, getting too close, missing all my shots and just dying. Like, that is just how the game works. It's not the game's fault. That's me being an idiot. So some days, yes, pyros aren't a big deal. If you stop paying attention to them and they sneak up on you, then they can be a bit of a pain. But that, again, isn't the pyro's problem. Is saying pyros aren't hard to deal with controversial? I feel like, yeah, actually, yeah, probably is. Okay, so moving on from the pyros, I saw a tweet that said, instead of nerfing stronger items or weapons, it would be more beneficial and make the game more fun if they instead buffed the weaker weapons, so any weapon is fun to play with. And I kind of like that idea. I personally have had issues in the past about how Valve have nerfed certain weapons and basically killed a lot of the really fun, unique item ideas that were already in the game. I know some weapons that I'm talking about here definitely were a little bit overpowered and could do with some tweaking, but nerfing it to the point where it's literally just a straight downgrade from stock is absolutely ridiculous. I really hate it when they do that to weapons. But instead of nerfing weapons, making everything more powerful or actually viable would be something that would be quite cool. or it would just go horribly wrong and this would have been a terrible idea. So having every weapon, or like almost every weapon, be viable against other stuff in the game would be way better, because you won't feel like you're always at a disadvantage for having something other than stock equipped a lot of the time on most classes. Because right now, when you equip certain weapons, it feels like you're just missing out because you aren't holding the stock weapon in your hands. And I think that makes the game kind of boring. I feel like it definitely used to be more like that. Like, other unlocks were actually pretty cool and you can actually do some cool stuff with it. But I feel like now it's kind of like you're using stock or you're at a disadvantage pretty much. Now, obviously, that's not going to be the same with every single weapon. Other weapons will work fine, like all of the mediguns. They're all pretty much viable in their own like rights and their own situations or whatever. The gunboats as well for the soldier. You don't really feel like you're losing too much out because of the mobility you get from that. So yeah, not every single weapon is not viable at this point, but a lot of weapons that you equip feel like a downgrade from stock pretty much straight away, and I don't like that. Then again, my memory isn't always amazing, so I could be wrong about the fact that it used to be a lot better. So if I'm wrong, you obviously know where the comments are, and you will probably let me know that I'm wrong. But if I was right, then also let me know, please. I think TF2 has something really good going with the weapons that are already in the game. We just need some weapons to be reworked a little bit, and all of the weapons that they've completely killed off to be brought back in some way. Maybe not the same way it was where they felt it was overpowered, but bring it back in some way and it does something different, something interesting, something cool, and you can equip it without feeling like you're missing out. Anyway, that is going to do it for the video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure you leave this video a like and also subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to see more stuff from me. I also now have a second TF2 channel called Spikey Mikey Plus, so please subscribe to that. It would mean a lot. There should be quite a lot of videos on there soon. Just sorting out the plans for it. I've also got somebody to help me edit videos for that channel as well, which would be quite exciting. So yeah, make sure you subscribe to that. All my other socials are in the description, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.